beautiful day here in South Carolina. I've already gone about 3 miles. Figured, hey, why not make a video while I'm out here? So, cryptocurrency market been a little bit tough to deal with here over the last few months. Just kind of sideways action, a little bit down with Bitcoin. It got near that all-time high and then just kind of fell down and was never really able to get back up there again. But have no fear, good things are on the way. It's going to be one of those things that kind of builds. As you know, in all these, well, maybe you don't know, in all these other countries in Europe and Japan, all these ETFs are getting passed. It's going to be eventually these people are going to start buying in. These companies are going to start buying in. They're going to look at micro strategies and see what they're doing, how they're, one of the best performing stocks in the entire stock market. And all they're really doing, their business model is buy Bitcoin. There's other companies that are starting to adopt this as well. Only one or two at the moment, but if they're successful, it's just going to be inevitable that more and more companies follow this model, right? But enough about Bitcoin. I mean, it's going to hit all-time highs, of course. I mean, you have the halving. There's no reason why it can't. The thing that people forget about is that the more expensive Bitcoin gets, the more money has to go into it to move the price. So when Bitcoin is at $5, $10, even $20,000, somebody puts $100,000 in and they buy 5 Bitcoin. Now, put $100,000 in, you can't even get 2 Bitcoin. So the more big number of Bitcoin that are bought is what affects the price and makes the price go up. It's not how much money is going in, it's how many Bitcoin are bought. So that is what's kind of slowing it down right now. The higher the price goes, the harder it is to move. But more money is going in. It's bouncing around a little bit here, but inevitably it's going to keep going up. What I really want to talk about is the altcoins today, because as you can see today, they've had a nice pump. Some of them have, at least. And now is the time that you want to position yourself out of the crappy coins and into the good coins. There's a lot of people that'll give you advice. Go out there and buy some long shot coins, put a couple $100 in, put $200 in that one, $300 in that one. But, and granted, some of them do have, huge moves, 1,000%. But also don't forget, there's thousands of these little altcoins out here. Your odds of hitting the right one that's going to do that, 50x are very slim. Your chances of the coin going down, doing nothing, even just falling down to practically zero is very high. So one thing I've learned over my life is always bet on the winners, the ones that, now nothing's guaranteed, but the ones that you can tell are the winners. Anyone who follows basketball pretty much knew the Celtics were going to win the NBA championship, right? They had the best team. They had the best record all year. They had the most blowout wins by any team in history. All 5 of their starters were pretty much all stars. The 2 guys coming off the bench could have started on any team in the league. And the competition they were going up with, there was a good player or 2 on each team. But outside of that, the other 3 guys on the court couldn't hang with the other, 3 guys of Boston. And Boston's 2 best guys could hang with any other duo in the league. So to me, it seemed pretty obvious. Celtics were going to win that. So I put a bet on the Celtics to win, the championship. Yeah, I had to put up more money to win, but everybody who bet on everybody else on the long shots lost. And I got richer from it, right? So that's the same thing with these altcoins. That's why I'm taking it for. None of this is financial advice, but I'm going to say, if I were you, instead of putting $200 in Crow with Knife or Shiba blah blah blah, or whatever cock in this or that coin that's out there, which granted, if you get the right one, like I said, you can hit it big. but you can also just be throwing your money away. Why not get the sure gains? To me, the sure gains look to be your blue chip coins. The ones I personally like, I'll go through a list, are Fetch AI, Near Protocol, Arweave. I still like Litecoin. I know a lot of people poo-poo it, but it just had a happening. Ondo, maybe Solana, since it's gotten beat down in a little bit in the price, might be worth picking up a few of them. If you have $300, pick up 2 or 3 of them. I wouldn't go crazy with it. A cash, the AI. These are all pretty quality blue chip cryptocurrencies. Chainlink. I maybe dabble a little bit in Polygon and maybe Polkadot and Avalanche. Wouldn't go hog wild into those, but they've been beaten down pretty good too. Probably a pretty good price point to get into those. Would I sell my Bitcoin to buy altcoins? I don't know. Probably not. I personally, I like to be kind of 50-50, 50% Bitcoin, 50% altcoins, because I know Bitcoin is the winner. If Bitcoin goes down, everything else is done. If Chainlink goes down, Bitcoin carries on. If, a Cash or Polygon go down, Bitcoin goes on, right? That's why I like to keep at least 50% in Bitcoin. Now, a strategy you can use if you want to be like Michael Saylor, and this is a strategy I've just adopted with the dip here in price. If you do have any cash and you want to invest in Bitcoin, we say, well, Bitcoin's too expensive to put money into. There's a way you can do it where it doesn't cost you that much, and you can get 3 times leverage without really risking anything. And here's how you do it. And this is not financial advice. This is what I'm doing though. You can buy a stock called BTFX. BTFX is a 2x leverage. You can get it on Robinhood. Should be able to get it on pretty much any stock exchange. Let's open a stock trading account if you don't have one. This is what I did, went on Robinhood. And let's say put $300 into BTFX. And you can also open up margin. Let's say you take margin and you get another $1,000. So now you've got $4,000 in BTFX. Bitcoin goes up in price. The amount of margin that they're going to give you is going to increase. If you don't put any more money in there, you just start with your original 3,000. If you want to throw in a little bit of money, $100 a month or whatever to add to it, it all helps because it'll help you in the long run if you're trying to accumulate it. So when Bitcoin goes up, BTFX actually goes up about 3 times as much as Bitcoin. So it's like almost owning, if the current price of Bitcoin is 65,000. If you had 65,000 in BTFX, it'd be like owning 3.5 Bitcoin. So in a way, you're getting Bitcoin at a cheaper price because of it says it's a 2x leverage, but if you actually look at the price movement when Bitcoin moves, it's more like a 3.5 times leverage, the way that the price moves. So price of Bitcoin goes up, keep adding $100 a month or whatever you can afford, then your margin increases and you can buy more BTFX. It's a Michael Saylor strategy. Now, I don't say do it all the time, and you want to have enough of a buffer in there where if Bitcoin does go down dramatically, that you don't get something called And I'm going to sign off. Love you guys. God bless.